Today is a great day. Not only because it's the weekend after a crazy week, finished my finals, did good, but there's a lot that's changed on the server, and it's awesome. Um, well, first of all, the lag is fixed, and turns out it was something that we weren't really looking at, and it's really weird. But I guess Oxcon he had a bee indexer full of a ton of bees, and he was interfacing it with his AE system, so that apparently caused a bunch of lag. So, but he figured it out. He pinpointed the problem and removed that, and all the lag was gone. So yeah, that is crazy that happened. Also, we've got a server. We merged with Kanahido's friends server. So basically, Kanahido and his two friends joined us, and we not only that, but we increased the server RAM size. So yeah, so now the server is like a super server. Now we're playing like kings, and it's pretty cool. And we're actually splitting the cost now, so I'm not paying it all by myself, and it's all working out nicely. So we're getting it like kind of more optimized, I guess, to be a big server. It's cool. Yeah, so this is my new base, which I mean I'm gonna actually transfer some stuff over from my old wooden house because I wanted to go solo for a change. I wanted to mostly just so I can build in this awesome world, but also because I want to see what I can do solo. It's just a hassle trying to work together with someone, especially when you got like tesseracts. You want them to be private, but then you don't want your friend not to be able to access them. But yeah, this world is really cool, so I wanted to build a base in here. This is gonna be my center. I figured out I'm gonna put a world anchor down, so I'm just gonna have 9 chunks loaded if I have any machines in here. So I kind of marked the boundaries with some marble and stone. So the chunk loader will be right here, and I'm thinking like machines can be like in all these mountains and stuff, and I'll have windows, and basically all the way from the top level, like I'll have bees at the top, and then all the way from the top down in the mountains there will be like bridges and different machine rooms throughout all these mountains. I already like kind of got a concept bridge right here going, but no, doesn't go anywhere. I'm going for like a sci-fi look, which I always do, but this time I'm actually gonna get it, I think, because it's looking good so far. Like, got this metallic looking torches, aluminum torches. Yeah, and then I don't have any glass in these yet, but there's gonna be. This is what it's gonna be: blue stained glass, light blue stained glass. Yeah, look, matches the torches, matches the sky down there. The other option was cyan stained glass, because that would match the sky, and that was pretty cool too. But I actually used some cyan upstairs. These windows are cyan, so that's kind of cool. That stained glass is so easy to make. You just make ceramic dye or something with clay and dye, and then you combine it with glass, and that's it. There's 2 types of stained glass, but this is a cheap kind. The other one, you need a thermionic fabricator. More work. Yeah, so all I've built in this base so far is this is wool floor, and it's not like solid wool blocks, it's just covers. It's fake wool, there you go, but it looks fine. Yes, and these are beehives because I wanted the marble appearance. These are marble beehives. I wanted the marble appearance, but I wanted like a square pattern, something that would look good with the torch in the middle, something different than normal marble bricks. So I got a bunch of these beehives. The way you can pick them up, you're not supposed to be able to pick beehives up, but the way you pick these up, if you drop them, I figured out that you can use a portal gun to pick up a lot of blocks that you normally wouldn't be able to pick up. Even spawner, I think spawners, if you do this to spawners, you can get them, but they just turn into pig spawners, no matter what kind they were. But still, that's kind of cool. But anyways, just drop them on a torch, and you get them. There you go. Marble hive. So that's how I've been doing that. The only thing I've built is this room. In here is just my building stuff and some stairs, which are not done yet, but it's gonna be kind of fancy looking. I'm putting more time into building visual stuff in this world. And this just goes down to this walkway that's gonna go to different areas. And I still need a couple more beehives, but I'll fill those in, and then just this front door. Right now I just put a loader over here, which is going to be gone once I move these bees over. But the reason the bees are over here is because this biome is bee friendly, and that biome isn't. That's a rainforest, this is a normal forest. So the humidity and temperature... What? Okay, yeah. The humidity and temperature works for these bees, the meadows and forest, which I'm just breeding. Actually, this is the first time I set up bee automation, and I'm just using it to breed a bunch of forests, purebred forests, and a bunch of pure meadows. This was just my first attempt at learning how to do bee automation. So next step, I want to breed a bunch of upper level bees. You know, like first, of course, the common bees, and then whatever cultivated and all that. But that would be more tricky to automate. See, right now these pipes just say any bees go any bees go down, and then anything, including any extra bees, goes out to this chest. Yeah. So let me go show you what's new in the overworld. That's pretty much everything that's new in this world. So over here, actually this book needs to be fixed because it links to a random spot in this enchantment room. What's up with that? So I don't think I've made any videos since we upgraded to Ultimate 1.1.2. We were on 1.0.1, but now Blink Drive doesn't work. I mean, it works, but it's not like I can't do the wall glitch anymore. It doesn't shoot any projectile. It's just like it instantly teleports you to where you point it, but it's only 5 block distance reach, like normal reach. Like you can't do it any farther than what you can normally reach. So that kind of sucks. So now my new entrance is this thing. Just come up here. Boop. There we go. I got another star. Kanahado, thanks for letting us join. He went. I don't know if you remember, like a long time ago, me and Bond tried to kill a wither and died, and it's been there for like, it's been there forever, like a couple months. So Kanahado just went and killed it last night and gave me this. That's cool. Now I want to try to duplicate these. Actually, I don't know if there's a need to, because now we have like endless portal guns. But I need to look at the different uses for those. One of them is a beacon. A beacon would be cool to have. Some new additions to this base, which I'm going to be kind of moving away from. Well, we got this bee area that I built. Just 10 apiaries, just random bees in here. But they were working until like after a couple days. It's so weird, but then they started getting hostile environment. When it's actually daytime, it would say hostile environment no matter what for all these bees. So that was really weird because it was working for a long time. Like we got a bunch of bees, and then it stopped working in this biome. But but now it's working in my other world anyway. So I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with this. Yeah, this is our materials, combs that we haven't processed. Oh no, I guess all the combs have been processed. I guess this is just a bunch of impregnated casings, that's like way more than we need for apiaries, but I think we'll need some for alvearies eventually. Underneath is like another entrance that I made. Yeah. And I kind of... Ooh, how much UU matter is there in here? Not bad. How is this going? Nice, it's still going full speed. Why is this not emptying fast enough? Weird. It's full charge, but it should be able to empty itself. I don't know why. Looks like it's working though. But I did some visual building work down here with a bunch of marble brick, like I said I was gonna last video. We also set up methane production, just because we have endless pumpkins and nothing else to do with them. So I don't know why this thing isn't getting power, but I'd have to look at that. This wire, I flipped this transformer around because I know that was backwards, but I don't know why, what else is wrong with it. I'd have to look at it more in depth. I made a computer timer, just because we didn't want to go through the work of making other timers. So, let me terminate this. Let me show you, if you want to do this, it's really easy. Edit, it's saved as startup. See, this is a timer program. So, it does an infinite while loop. I'm going to explain this to you. So you guys that aren't programmers, you might be able to understand this. The first line, it says while true. This is basically a while loop. So it's while a certain condition, do this code and loop it forever until this condition isn't true anymore. But if you just say the word true, it's just going to be an endless loop. So it's going to do this over and over again. So this is how you repeat an infinite loop. You use this command, rs.setOutput back true. This basically emits a redstone signal, a true redstone signal, or an on redstone signal, out the back side of the computer. Then it sleeps, so it waits for 1 second, then it sets the output of the back to false. So it turns off the redstone signal coming out the back side. Then it waits for 249 seconds. So when you add those together, it's a total cycle of 250 seconds. That's how long it takes 16 pumpkins to run in the centrifuge. So this filter every 16 seconds is every 250 seconds is gonna pull 16 pumpkins out of here. And this is full. This is just coming from our pumpkin farm. And we did handle overflow, so it's not overflowing at the other end. We do have the extra pumpkins just being sent to barrels. But if this is actually running, then it would just handle 16 pumpkins, and by the time it's ready for the next set of pumpkins, this thing would pulse. So one thing that you should think about if you're using computers in your base for different purposes, but this is a perfect example. When you're downloading from pastebin, for example, when you use this command pastebin get, and then you put in the 8-character ID from pastebin, don't just save it as like a program like timer, like what would make sense for this. Just if your computer is only serving one purpose, just say save it as startup. If there's only going to be one program for this computer to run, just do startup, and what that does is when this computer is placed, instantly it'll be running this program. See, it doesn't have the blinking text, so I can't do anything. It's already running the timer program. So if your computer is only serving one purpose, for example, this computer also is only serving as a password for this room. That's another example where you just want to save it as a program called startup. And once you do that, you'll just see it in your list of programs. You got startup in there, and you can use it like a normal program, but since it's named startup, it'll also run by itself whenever the server restarts or whenever you place this computer, so you don't have to worry about restarting that if the server ever restarts. Yeah. So this, like I showed you, is a password monitor, so you can get into this room, our storage room, which I don't even know if it's set up right now, but the password, it's top secret, but you get the password in there, and it says yay, and you get in. And a good idea to get out is these pressure plates, and because I mean you don't need a password to get out of the room, you just need a password to get in. So then you just can walk up to these iron doors and they'll get out. And of course this isn't like totally safe, because I mean if you wanted to get in, you could just break the stone. So that's not like foolproof, but this is just for fun. I actually might make a video tutorial on how to set this up, and actually maybe how to set up sentry guns. You can control, you can say arm or disarm in this monitor to control if there's sentry turrets in the room. Another idea, if you're doing this, I have this lever here, so if I know Bond was going in and out of this room a lot when he was setting all this stuff up, so I just put that lever there so he can lock it open from the outside, so he doesn't have to keep putting the password in. Basically, the way it works is when you put the password in, it outputs a redstone signal down, which powers this, and then it turns off. So it just sends a pulse and turns off after 2 seconds or something. So it's just basic redstone. This is just like an extended button, but you have to have a password for it. If you put the wrong password in, let me first of all close the door and get out. So if you put the wrong password in, she says GTFO, and then it'll reset after a second. There you go. Yeah, so I might do a video tutorial on that, or I'll just, right now, in this video description, I'm going to put the code for this program. And it just outputs a redstone signal down. For me, it just goes right to the stone, and then underneath the stone, there's a red alloy wire. And then it just goes to the doors, iron doors. So I'm sure you can figure that out. But yeah, I might do a better tutorial on that if that sounds interesting to you guys. I guess that's pretty much all I want to show you on my to-do list. But I do want to show you some building that's been done by Oxgon, and maybe I'll check out I want to show you guys the other new guys stuff, the new members. First I'll show you Ox's space station that he's been working on. It's amazing. Notice how fast we can teleport around now. It's awesome. I think Oxgon is actually moving all his machines out of this area. Wow. Yeah. Yep. He's doing it. All this stuff is going over to a space world. So let's go to a space world. And ooh. Alright. I don't know which one to use. I'll just do this one. I'm sure I can find my way. Ah, nice. This is exactly where I want it to be. So, alright. Well, check that out. He built this all by hand. Looks like he's built more. What the heck? What? So, is he like, what? I didn't see this green stuff before. This is a soil for like farming. Like, is he actually gonna do farming on this or what? That's crazy if he is. But speaking of farming in space, he has over here, he's setting something else up. He's setting up a terrarium, which is like, it's gonna be a big glass sphere with like dirt, I guess, probably, maybe inside, but a bunch of plants and stuff. So like he's gonna have this like a biome in here, and he's just building this giant glass dome with the turtle. Let me see if I can find the turtle. Oh, what's it doing down here? Looks like he forgot to put his loaders back in here. But after the server upgrade, he decided to start continuing this turtle, because before it was going so slow with the server lag, and with all the server restarts, it wasn't really, it was so hard to get this guy running, because it takes forever to finish a project like this. But I think he said he wanted to start it up again, but he needs to get his loaders back in here, because he took all the world anchors out. But yeah, that's gonna be crazy. The only thing is we're gonna have to increase the build height, because he wants it to be a closed sphere, and you can see at the bottom, I think he's level 64. Yeah, and he's already at 128 now. The max build height is 256, so he might actually fit it in there, but it's going to be really close, so we might have to increase the build height slightly for that. I don't think is a problem. I don't think there's any problems with increasing server build height, right? Like world's maximum build height shouldn't be a problem. Let me show you the other guy's stuff that's new. To the linking room right here. Our linking room is much bigger now. Come on. We had to expand it because we got so many books now. Yeah, so we got Joel QQ and we got Kanahado like before, but I'm gonna get to Kanahado's place. Hi, Kanahado. Let me see. I'll just go here. No, I'll go here first. That makes sense. So he doesn't have like a finished base yet. But I guess it's kind of like he's living like a I don't know. I don't want to say caveman because that's an insult, but he doesn't have a secure base yet. He's living with the animals. But it's a pretty cool area. I like the enclosed mountain stuff. It's pretty cool. This thing's cool too. My mind's going crazy with stuff I would build in this little closed area. That's pretty cool area. But that's all that he's got over here. Let me go check out the new guys. So Diablo Lord is one of Kanahado's friends, and the other one is Wingus Inbound. That's his name. So this guy, he has a Mistcraft world. We actually just transferred this world over from the other server, so that was pretty easy to get that. He's got like this castle. He went for the dark, creepy. There's always I don't know if you can hear it right now, but there's always a storm going on, I think, and it's always nighttime because he was like a mage. And on the last server, he just was like he did a bunch of stuff with Thaumcraft, so he wanted this creepy world. Thought it would be fitting. Looks cool. I like it. I like the style. And I think in order to get back, I've done it before. Yeah, you can hear the thunder. Wow. I was looking downstairs. It was just right up these stairs. Here it is. Jeez. Alright, now I'll show you their old overworlds. So at Kanahado's house, we've got age 72, and I hope there's a way back. I'll figure that out after the video. I'll just end the video in here if there's no way out. But this was like their old overworld, and right now it's all torn up because they're moving everything. We just put their overworld in a Mistcraft world. Well, the other admin on the other server handled all that. But yeah, this is their overworld. Right now it's just in a Mistcraft world. I really don't know how to, like, what everything is over here. What did I just get? And why? What is this? Oh well. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I would give you a tour, but it's like I don't even know what any of this stuff is. But I want to just kind of show you it because I think we're gonna delete this world after they get all their stuff out of it. I wanted to kind of showcase it because it would kind of suck to lose a world like this. But you can see how massive they've built. Let me get a zoomed out version. Yeah, there you go. They've got this tower over here. Yeah, this thing, this temple looking thing. It has lava flowing down the stairs, and it was funny because when they transferred this world over, uh, it became snowy. So like, it wasn't snowy before, but now like, I saw this ice and I figured it out. Like, oh, that was probably water flowing down the stairs. Now it's frozen. So, like, some stuff got pretty screwed up when this world got transferred over, but I guess this area is still pretty well preserved aside from the snow. Old linking books that they used on their server, which don't go anywhere now. You'd probably die if you went in them, because you'd end up stuck in some mountain suffocating. Or they'd just generate new worlds, for example. Oh, age 70. That's my world. That's a descriptive book. I don't want to know what happens when you go in there. Yeah, so that's gonna be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'm looking forward to making some videos with this awesome lagless server. It's so much better now. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll see you guys later. See ya.